you want to know my opinion on what I think, just keep on watching. What's good? It's your girl Nisi here, and back with another video. I'm trying to get in the best position. The lighting is lighting, but yeah, welcome back to a new video. And in today's video, as you already know by the title and the picture, we're talking about the resilient Jenkins family once again. Fun fact, if you're new here, the 2 videos I did on this channel was about this family. So if you've not checked it out, I'm putting a picture here. I'll probably link it at the end of this video. Please do check it out, because I'm not going to be going over that madness again. But just a quick backstory, just so you know. So it's a family of 7, 5 kids, 2 adults, and she was currently pregnant. I'm not sure she's had the baby yet, but sadly enough, this family is now being evicted. So like I said, a family of 7, and they were living in this 1-bedroom apartment. The landlords obviously caught wind of their, because they were trending. The landlords caught wind of it, and he's just like, I rented out this flat just for you and the son. So they're like a blended family. The black man has a child, so that's who the landlord rented it out for. And then they met up, started dating. She moved in after 2 weeks with her lot, and then they've had 2 kids together. So they've got the kids sleeping in the living room on a dirty old mattress, while the mum and dad are living it up in the bedroom, and while the dad's forever playing on the PS5. So like I said, they've been evicted, and people are reacting to it. People are losing their mind. People are like, we need to call CPS because this woman isn't being ish. The dad doesn't help or doesn't do anything. He don't cook or clean. He literally just sits on the PS5. Now people are saying, like a normal dad has a 9 to 5. The 9 to 5 for this man is the PS5. That's his 9 to 5. So yeah, let's get into some people's reactions, and I will be back with my commentary.
Today is the official day of the resilient Jenkins eviction. This is the TikTok family that went viral for being a family of 6 going on 7 living in a 1-bedroom apartment. Their eviction date has been looming for quite some time now, and the reason for their eviction is as follows. 1, they haven't been able to pay their rent. And 2, Stephanie and her kids have been living there illegally. So let me explain how that is possible. Initially, the 1-bedroom apartment was just for Drew and his oldest son, and they were actually getting rent assistance for living there. So Drew and Stephanie started dating, and within 2 weeks, Stephanie and her kids moved in. And if you're getting rent assistance for an apartment, you're not supposed to be secretly moving people in. You need to disclose everyone that's living in the apartment. So what he was doing is very illegal. Not only that, but Stephanie claims that Drew had some sort of medical thing happen that made him stop being able to work his job. So he stopped working, and their only source of income now is social media from Stephanie's TikTok. So all Drew does all day is just play on PS5, and many people have started joking that his 9 to 5 is his PS 9 to 5. And no, he does not help her out with the kids whatsoever. All he literally does is just play on PS5 all day. They had several months of unpaid rent, causing Drew to go to court for a possible eviction. So when Drew went to court, they were like, hey, we heard you have other people living in your apartment. Is this true? And he's like, no. My girlfriend and her kids just visit. It's just me and my son living in the apartment. And court was like, haha, no, we're not playing this game. We've received several reports and social media screenshots. We know about your girlfriend's social media. We know she's living in your apartment. This is illegal. So this is what caused them to get evicted. Not only did they move in, they brought 2 other children into the world during this. And I just want to say my heart absolutely breaks for these kids. Stephanie came on here saying that nobody on her family is willing to help her, but that's a complete lie. Stephanie's mom actually came on here and said that she is willing to help those kids, that she actually has worked with domestic abuse victims extensively in the past. But Stephanie's mom says she wants to take in the kids and Stephanie, but she does not want Drew in the picture at all. She is not willing to take in Drew. And that's the problem for Stephanie. Stephanie is putting Drew above these kids and her. She is putting this bum-ass man that does nothing but play video games all day above her and the kids. So as of today, Stephanie says that they have not been able to find housing, and the reason for this is they have several evictions in the past They have no stable income because TikTok is not a stable income, guys. I make money on TikTok. I've always had an in real life job at the same time. TikTok does not pay you that much. I mean, she makes decent views, but it's definitely not enough for her and all those kids. So as of today, the current situation is Stephanie and the kids are getting a motel and a storage unit. And so is Drew.
I don't even know where to start. Okay, first of all, he's getting paid, so his rent's being paid for in this one bedroom house. So why is he behind? Like, what did she say? Like 5 months behind on rent payments. Like, what do you spend the money on? Because you got those beds basically for free. People bought. They did like a whole GoFundMe or where people could donate stuff. So they didn't pay for the beds because, like I said, the kids were sleeping in a dirty old mattress. You know, it's not like, obviously they buy everyday things, so obviously like food and clothes, things like that, but still, like, why have you not paying your rent, sir? Like, you have one job, you get paid from the government or people's taxes to pay for this one bedroom apartment, so why have you not paid in the last couple of months? For the woman, for the mother, she's obviously been making money on TikTok. Again, what have you been doing with the money? So apparently now they're gonna try and stay in a motel, hotel, but because there's so many of them, obviously they can't have one room, so now they're going to be split up. That's obviously going to cost a lot of money. You know what I mean? If you couldn't afford to pay the little rent for the one bedroom apartment, how he's going to pay for like a 2 bedroom, aka 3 bedroom in a hotel or a motel? Also, she's been chatting crap about her mum, saying, oh, like, no family members will help them out. And her mum's offered, she's just said that the man, her boyfriend, can't come because he's useless. And shout out to her mum, because I wouldn't have my daughter's useless baby father in my house either. Like, come on. But yeah, that was just a quick, obviously, backstory of everything that's going on. So obviously she's been documenting it or recording it, posting it on TikTok. You know, she needs to make as much money as she can as possible, but it's just, you know, the whole exposing the kids. She's packing up a day before the eviction as if they've not known about this eviction. They're dashing the cat around, the cat's come, like, the cat's been missing, now it's turned up, and now they're like, cat, get out of the house, we need to leave. Like, when I say it's a mess, it's a hot mess.
Wait, Stephanie, I'm a little bit confused. Why the fuck would you start packing up that house the day before you get evicted? I've moved many a fucking times, and I've never been able to pack up all of my shit in one day. Not even when it was just me. You have 5 children and a husband. You know how much motherfucking shit y'all have in that 1 bedroom apartment? And you're just now starting to pack? Oh, I just know y'all about to leave that unit a whole motherfucking mess, because when you're cutting it this close, you don't even have the time to do any kind of deep clean. Like, yeah, we both know you already weren't giving back any kind of deposit, any kind of money for anything. But damn, have a little respect, bitch. Like, you done had the motherfucking cats in that house with all them damn kids. I know you got all type of urine and feces in that damn carpet. You need time to deep clean that. You're not gonna have time to deep clean that. And then to get on here and try to bash your mom like she didn't offer you and your children help is insane. Well, why would she want that big grown ass lazy ass nigga in her motherfucking house? That don't even make no goddamn sense. And then the way y'all moving, y'all still gonna be hunching and getting pregnant while y'all still fucking staying with her. Hell no, you can't bring that nigga in my motherfucking shit. Is you cool? And that just pisses me the fuck off. You're telling me you would rather stay in a motel with your children than go to your mother's home? Without that man? Does anybody even care about their safety? Does anyone even care about their health? And then it's the way you were bashing that Second Chance Apartments place, like you didn't wait until a week and some change before your eviction date to reach out to them. I don't know how the fuck you didn't hear of that resources. If I knew I was about to get evicted with my 5 children, I would have started looking for a place immediately. I would have started looking for those resources immediately. There wouldn't have been a stone left unturned until I had somewhere to lay my motherfucking head at and take care of my motherfucking children.
Listen, everything that sis says was on point. Like, first of all, why are you packing a day before of your eviction? Like, if you've moved, I've moved place before. Listen, it is so stressful. And because she's got so many kids and then they've got so much stuff, I can only imagine them trying to move everything at once. It's really stressful. But yeah, what she said about her baby daddy with the mom saying, her mom don't want that lazy ass Negro. Like, exactly, like, mama knows. She's like, yeah, I'll take you and the kids, but you ain't coming. Period.
So the resilient Jenkins eviction is today, and I just want to know after today what that one girl gonna do for content. Because, like, having a whole countdown about some kids about to be homeless is a little weird to me, especially since you say you advocating for the kids. And like, yeah, her mom says she wants to get the kids, all this other stuff. And y'all keep talking about another woman's possibilities. But as of right now, her kids are with her. And y'all are getting happy that some kids about to be homeless. I don't know. I've been feeling weird about the situation. And I don't agree with nothing the Resilient Jenkins got going on. Like, but who am I to judge? Like, she knows she need to get her stuff together. I hope, at least. But for y'all to sit up here and make content off of some kids' pain, like, take her out of the equation. These kids are about to be homeless. And y'all are making it a content and a countdown to make sure your kids is fed. That's a little weird to me. But okay.
And I'm not saying them kids would be better off in CPS or anything, but what I'm saying is you got two grown, able-bodied adults. Neither one of y'all could get a job? What you posting for? You not getting no money? Quickly. You can't convince me she don't just be having children for the fuck of it. Literally, the fuck of it. Don't let that go over your head. I just get very much like, not like openly begging, but like insinuating begging. You feel me? Like you think we gon' help. I don't speak French. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but folks ordered her a bunk bed off of Amazon and somehow the mattress is still on the floor. Don't it come with rails? Okay. A frame even? My bad.
Yeah, man, she made a good point. Like, obviously, we don't want to call CPS, you know, we don't want to break up families. But when you see the parents neglecting the kids, like, just from where they were staying in that one bedroom, it was always dirty, and the kids had to move. Like, you know, it's like by day it was a living room, and then by night it was the kids' bedroom. Like, just some of the stuff that we're seeing, it's like, nah, the kids shouldn't be going through this. Like, and sometimes you do have to call CPS because you want better for the kids. You know what I mean? We don't want to hear months later that one of them sadly ended up passing because it was too cold, or you know what I mean? Like, the kid's bedroom is literally near the front door. So, you know, when you have those apartments, as soon as you walk in, you're in the living room, that's literally their apartment. And because she films a lot in the house, people can like map out her house. So it's very dangerous. So yeah, if she doesn't get her ish together, at some point, you know what I mean, the mama either needs to step in and take the kids, or yeah, CPS needs to step in, because it's getting to that point where this is ridiculous now. Like, you're making money, you're both able-bodied, so at least the baby dad should be working. Just, yeah, obviously making money on TikTok, people have donated and given you stuff, so it's just like, why are you still in a bad like financial like position? Who knows? Like, it's crazy.
So I really wasn't going to give my 2 cents about this whole Resilient Jenkins thing, but I used to work at a hotel as a front desk clerk, and I used to check in people and all the other shit, book them. I worked with FEMA, I worked with all sorts of fucking people, and I know the ins and outs about it. So they have 7 people living right now in a 1-bedroom apartment, right? And that's already a fire hazard. So hotels have to follow that law when booking people. So theoretically speaking, they're going to need 2 rooms equaling 4 beds, okay? There is 16 days left in March. I worked at a Super 8, which is already like a very low-end, you know, hotel. Our billing rate per night was $79.99, and on a low end, like if it was a regular or if they were staying for a long amount of time, we would rent to them for $59.99. So let's start with that. So $59.99 times 2, because you got to think for 2 rooms, is $119.98 per night. There's 16 days left in March, so let's do that times 16. That is $1,919.68 just to stay for the rest of March, which is 16 days. Right there, it's already like way more than what my mortgage is on a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom fucking house. Okay, so let's do April. April has 30 days in it, and let's just like say that maybe they find government housing by that point, because it doesn't really seem like they're getting anywhere now. So again, $59.99 times 2, $119.98 times 30. Wow, $3,599.04. Add all of this up together, and like I said, this is for the remaining 16 days of March and the 30 days in April. They will be spending a grand total of $5,518.72. These people have the fucking money, because clearly she makes money off of fucking TikTok. If you have enough money to go and sit in a fucking hotel room traumatizing the fuck out of your goddamn kids. They will remember this shit forever, mind you. Oh, and then you got to take in consideration they're going to get a storage unit. I don't know how much those cost, but yeah. It clearly doesn't seem to me that Drew wants to work, but I'm just going to throw this out there because my husband was in the Army for over 10 years. He can join the Army, and when you're in the Army, they give you housing based on the size of your family. But I don't think they want to do that. But yes, Stephanie, I think it would be a lot cheaper than spending $5,519.08 for a total of 46 days at a hotel.
I loved her response. Like, see, she knows. So like she said, she's worked in hotels, and the fact that she had to drag out the big calculator and doing the calculations, it's not making, like, the math, it's not mathing. They couldn't afford a 1-bed, but now they're going to try and stay in a hotel, and it's just like, houseway, unless they've got a stock of money somewhere and they're just like tricking us on TikTok, but it's not gonna, you know what I mean? They're literally homeless. And yeah, eventually they're gonna have to stay with a mama. The mama is not trying to have the baby dad up in there, and I don't blame her. He's able-bodied, and like she said, he should join the army force. You know what I mean? If you can't go and work in somewhere like Target or just your everyday shop, join the army force, because at least you get benefits with that. And like she said, they'll put you in a house that can accommodate the amount of kids you have, and obviously because there's so many of them, they should hopefully get like a 5-bedroom house, you know what I mean? But he's selfish, he's a deadbeat, so obviously he's not gonna do that. But I loved her response.
If I was with a bum and I had 5 kids and pets and I was packing up the house because I was being evicted tomorrow, and that man wasn't helping me, and I had a baby strapped to my chest as I bent down packing up pots and pans and clothes and shoes and heavy things, I promise you I'd be in jail. I would be in jail or a psychiatric facility for the crimes that I would commit afterwards, because that lady clearly has no backbone and does not care about her kids. But I would lose my mind. Forget about getting a deposit back or a deep clean before you move out. How are you cleaning your house a day before you're evicted? A day before the sheriff comes knocking at your door? How does that make sense? And the fact that she's still posting just lets me think that I think she has somewhere to go. I think she has the money to go somewhere. Because if you talk about you going to a hotel, hotels have occupancy limits too. They're not going to let all of you stay in one room, which means you got 2-room money. And you know what sounds like 2-room money? Mortgage money. I think this is all a ploy. I think that lady is literally making a cash cow on this app, and she's about to literally clear it up right now after tax season and all them damn kids when she's done filing, and she's gonna buy herself a home, and everybody's gonna be like, resilient. Girl, you really was resilient, weren't you?
Yeah, she needs to leave that whatless baby dad to the curb or leave him in that 1-bedroom apartment. I'm with her. There would have been murder that day, because there's no way. So she's had the baby now, like she said, she had the baby in a sling, because I've not seen that actual video. But like she said, she's got the baby in a sling, she's packing up pots and pans while he's just sat there. And guess what he's doing, guys? You know, the usual on the PS5. I feel like the PS5 should have been the first thing that should have been packed in the boxes, you know what I mean, so they can take it to the hotel. You know what I mean? They're going to try and put their stuff into storage. They're trying to stay in a hotel or a motel. With what money? Like, I don't understand. All this costs money. So the fact that you couldn't pay for this 1-bedroom apartment, how are you going to afford all these different things now? Because that's what I mean. They've got a lot of stuff that has to go in storage. I've used storage for about 6 months. Listen, that place is expensive, and and that was like 2 years ago, so I can only imagine how much a storage unit is now. Like, yo, them things are expensive, and they've got plenty more stuff than what I had in storage, so they're obviously going to need a bigger unit. But yeah, everything she said, like, useless, whatless baby daddy, like, you know what I mean? On her TikTok, she's like, oh, he's not helped me enough today, or da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? He plays with the kids every now and then, but he loves playing on his PS5. He's on the PS5 like there's no tomorrow. I'm sorry, I have to stress this, but this man and his PS5, you know what I would have done, actually, with all this packing? I would have mashed up that PS5. You know what I mean? You've pretty much made us homeless, because you can't put everything on her, you know what I mean? She's doing her thing. She's grinding on TikTok, putting out content. You're doing absolutely nothing. Like, absolutely, you know what I mean? You might as well become a gamer, since you want to be playing games on PS5. Just become a gamer, and at least you could maybe bring in an income. But yeah, I'm with that woman. Everything she said was on.
So let me get this straight. The resilient Jenkins are being evicted in one more day. And Stephanie and Drew have both known for months now that they were going to be evicted because they have not been paying rent. Stephanie has been reaching out to places for housing for them. But let's be honest, who is going to house 2 adults and 5 children, 2 of the adults that are not working either? They have past evictions. They're not working. They have 5 kids. I mean, that's going to be really hard to find somewhere to give you housing. And the fact that they waited until the very last minute to find housing just tells you how fucked up their priorities are. And then she's lying on here saying that her mom won't help her and that her siblings won't help her. Her mom has came on here and literally said that she would help them, but she just won't help Drew. And at that point, girl, that man has to go. You have 4 kids technically, so you need to take your children and go to your mom's. Stephanie did say that they might go to a hotel, like, if anything. But girl, at this point, you have such a big platform. I just feel like at this point, just make a GFM. And at the end of the day, I do not want to see children homeless and on the street. Nobody wants to see that. Stephanie has said that she was going to leave Drew before and never did. So I hope this shit opens up her eyes.
Exactly, it's not making sense. Like she said, let me get this straight. Like, they've known for ages, so they've not packed anything. They've not found somewhere. She has been offered by her mother, but she's, you know what I mean, refusing. So that's what I mean. Like, you can't go, like in the UK, you can't go to the council because you're refusing. You're pretty much making yourself homeless. Her mum said, you and the kids can come, that's absolutely fine. But that deadbeat of a boyfriend, baby daddy, whatever you want to call him, he can't come. Shout out to the mama, she's standing 10 toes down. So her daughter's being selfish and just making her grandkids homeless, you know what I mean? So I feel like the grandma should scoop the kids up. I'm like, until you sort out a place, I'm going to keep them, because this is just ridiculous at this point. You know what I mean? Obviously, they're not going to get a good reference because they all shouldn't have been in that 1-bedroom apartment anyway. They've not paid their rent in like 5 months. Everything's just negative. Like, there's nothing good. I'm guessing they've not got any savings, because even if they did find somewhere else, have they got money to put down a deposit? Like, everything is red in the negative. So even if you do go to like a housing association or things like that, they're going to avoid you because there's nothing good about this family. No offense, you know what I mean? Everything's just like void. Don't go, you know what I mean? It's bad. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because I'm still in shock. Like, I can't believe they're being evicted. I had high hopes for this family. Like, once they got the beds, I was hoping that, you know, the parents would get themselves together, but obviously I was wrong. You know, the guy's a deadbeat. He's a fraud, because, you know what I mean, you knew all these people shouldn't have been in the house. The landlord approached him, asked him like how many people are living here, and he lied and was just like, no, his girlfriend just comes and visits with her kids every now and then. But then the landlords watched her TikToks, and, you know, there's evidence there. I think people forget TikTok's worldwide. This is in America. I'm in the UK. Anyone can see this. So when people are lying, and it's just like, a lot of people these days just hold out the phone like, is this you?
As you are well aware, we are not able to find a place to live yet, so we have to go to a motel. While we were trying to pack up, the cat came back in the house and tried to come back in the house. So Drew picked it up and threw that bitch right on outside. It's like, who you think you is trying to come back into this house? It's not yours. Since y'all like to say my man, no W-2, like to do work, here he is cleaning and doing everything he can to be a good king for me and my kids. I'm really gonna miss this place, because this is like where me and Drew irresponsibly had 2 more kids and created more of a family that we shouldn't be having, because we can't afford them. And for all you saying that I should be going back to my mother and leave no W-2 Drew, that is just simply not going to happen, because I don't want to. Since we had to get storage, I thought it'd be easier to take the kids' beds and break them down easily, so this way I could just tape them back up when we move them out of storage. But they don't need the beds anyway. I'm taking them away because that's punishment. So I took the kids and got ready to go to the car. If he is scratching in the background, that's just the cat trying to claw its way back in. Safety first, of course, we got a seatbelt baby girl, but since she was born in the front seat, I thought she could ride in it as well. And since we're a family of 57, I have to wedge some of my kids between the dashboard and the windshield while I'm driving for safety.
Yeah, guys, if you know anything about my channel, I do like to put a skit in there, even when we talk on serious topics, because, you know what I mean, if we don't laugh, we will cry. But yeah, guys, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This crazy family and this crazy story. How do you feel about the mom and dad? Do you feel like they're dead ass wrong and they need to go and get a job and stop having kids? You know what I mean? Have all the kids you want, but please have a house big enough. Please have savings, and please have a job, at least one of the parents. But yeah, guys, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.